All right, today we're gonna cook.
You want to cook?
Okay, not that kind of cooking. Today we're going to be changing the color of the TPU 3D printed parts that came with a frame that I ordered from orange to black. Now you might be asking, well, why wouldn't you just order the color you wanted? Well, I'll tell you, I got a screaming deal on this frame. It came with orange bits. Normally I like orange. If you've seen my video for the Hildebeest, you see that I did an orange and black theme on that. I'll link to that right here. If you haven't seen it, it's amazing. It's a 570 millimeter freestyle drone using a lot of X-class bits and the new APD 120 ESCs. Check it out, you might like it. Anyways, back to it. So you might want a different color than what it came with. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take the orange bits that came with it and we're going to dye them black. All right, let's get straight to it. So, first thing we're gonna do is just go over the parts and what it is that we're going to be using. So, as you can see here, I've got my frame, and inside of here, we've got some bits. These are the bits that we're going to be dyeing. So let's go ahead and remove those now. We'll want this. Any of your bits that you want to change the color of. First thing we're going to want to do is get some water in the pot. Okay, you're going to want to make sure that you have enough water in the pot to cover the pieces that are going to be dyed. You're going to want to use a stainless steel pot if possible, and you're going to want to bring it just below boiling. So we're going to get the water going right now. Move these out of the way. While that's going, we're going to talk a little bit about the dye, the precautions around using the dye. So this is just your standard RIT dye. It's synthetic graphite. You can get this at most of your art and craft stores. You can definitely get it on Amazon. And this will dye your hands, it will dye your clothes, it will dye everything. It's also harmful if it gets in your eyes, if it gets on your skin, or if it is swallowed. So definitely read the precautions on the side, take the appropriate measures, and make sure that you do it safe. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the water just below boiling. Once it gets there, we're going to add the dye into the water. We're going to put the bits in there, and then we have to constantly stir it for around 30 minutes. It could be less, but basically until the color that you're trying to achieve is reached. So the reason you want to continue stirring is the bottom of the pot is going to be very hot, and you don't want plastic sitting on the bottom. It will start to melt. Okay, I'm going to turn on the vent, and I'm going to speed this up. See you guys in a minute. Okay guys, water is almost done now. We're going to put the dye in there, but before that, I suggest you have somewhere to set your spoon or whatever it is you're going to be using to mix this all around with. So I've got some paper towels here and just a paper plate. So let's go ahead and get the dye in there, okay? Now one thing you want to do is make sure that the lid is on nice and tight, and you're going to want to shake the dye. Really get it nice and shaken up. Okay? And I'm going to put the dye in there. Try not to get this on your hands, try not to splash it. That should be good enough. It's not going to take a whole lot. Cap this, make sure it's tight, get it out of the way. I would not recommend using a wooden spoon. The wooden spoon will be ruined, so definitely make sure that you're using a stainless steel spoon. Get this all stirred around. Let's add the parts. Now you're not going to want to drop these in there because they'll splash, and this is hot water. So I recommend setting them on the spoon and lowering them down into it. Alright, we're going to kick up the temperature just a little bit more, and I am going to start stirring these guys. So it's just a continual stir again, about 30 minutes, could be less. It's whenever the color is achieved that you are wanting. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the vent back on now, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, so this has actually taken only about 10 minutes, and I'm actually very happy with the color that we have achieved. So I'm going to remove the bits from the water now. First thing I'm going to do is turn off the burner, bring the plate a little closer, and I'm going to very carefully fish out the pieces, making sure to try and allow it to drip off as much as possible before removing it, and set it over here. Okay, so as you can see here, we now have a black set of TPU bits for the Strix. Now what I recommend is just allow them to dry. It shouldn't take long, and then you're going to want to rinse them. So there you have it, guys. We have taken it from orange to a dark graphite, almost black color in less than 10 minutes. I've gone and I've rinsed these off. They're cool. This is permanent. As you can see, nothing is coming off on my hand or the box. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know what you thought by leaving a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.